Exodus 3:4 and Matthew 19. Exodus 3, God calls Moses from the burning bush, declaring his intent to deliver Israel from slavery, and then led to the promised land. He reveals his name as I am who I am, establishing his eternal nature and authority. God commissions Moses, despite his doubts, to confront Pharaoh and lead Israel. So Moses sees the burning bush. I think he wanted to turn away from it, and I had to go back and revisit the story because there might be more to this burning bush that I missed, but I just know that I think I remember him saying he wanted to turn away from it. That could have been later. I will turn aside to see this great sight, why the bush is not burned. When the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called him out of the bush, Moses, Moses, and said, Come here. Here I am. Um, at Exodus 4, Moses expresses doubt about his ability to lead, so God equips him with miraculous signs, such as turning his staff into a serpent. Despite further hesitation, God appoints Aaron as Moses' spokesperson. The chapter highlights God's patience and provisions for Moses' inadequacies as he begins his mission. So he's telling Moses to go see Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh to release the Egyptians, which is just wild. I couldn't even imagine. It's like just um just crazy. It'd be like it's like walking into the White House saying that you're giving orders today. And so you can imagine him being just totally blown away and hesitant by this. So he gets a little bit of faith going. He gets his sea legs when the Lord I think he turns the staff into a serpent, puts his hand into his pocket, pulls it out. It's got leprosy on the hand, puts it back in his pocket, pulls it out again. It's completely back to normal. And he's saying, Go there to show Pharaoh. I think he's going to throw something on the ground. It's going to turn to blood or something. And I think he even forecasts, he says that you'll be okay. And Pharaoh might not believe you. And in fact, I'm going to make it so he doesn't or something. And let's see. Matthew 19. Jesus, yeah, Matthew 19. Jesus addresses the sanctity of marriage, emphasizing that it is a lifelong union established by God. He blesses his children and emphasizes childlike faith as the key to entering the kingdom of heaven. When a rich young ruler seeks eternal life, Jesus challenges him to sell his possessions and follow him, teaching him the difficulty of prioritizing wealth over God's kingdom. I think that he's still getting tested here by the Pharisees. Yeah, Pharisees came up to him and tested him by asking, "Is it lawful to force one's wife for any cause?" So we see how that's going for the Pharisees. They always try to catch him in some kind of word tango. Rich man comes up and says, like, I'm a good person. I do everything I can. Am I going to go to the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus goes through the commandments with him. I think he went through like five or something. Five of the commandments. And then the then the rich guy is like, well, this is great news because I follow those five commandments. So he's like, just so we're on the same page, that means I am going to heaven, right? And Jesus replied back, he's like, it's incredibly hard for a rich person to get into heaven. Um, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven. So he tells the person to sell everything he has and to follow him. And I don't know if the person did. I know he was turned and he was sad. Um, so I'm not sure the outcome if he actually did that.